Hello and welcome back. Now that Blizzard have given us a few more deck slots, I've decided to put together another couple of decks. Today we're going to be looking at Rage, which, as you might guess, is a very much Enrage heavy deck. So what we got? I was going to take out the executes actually, and who else shall we put in instead? Oh, you know what I do want to put in is the... Actually, no, not the Acolyte of Pain. What's the one I'm thinking of? We'll throw the slams in until I can remember the one I was thinking of. Right, so we have Whirlwind, deal 1 damage to all minions. Warbot, +1 attack. Battle Cry, draw a card for each damaged friendly character. There's likely to be a lot of those. Commanding Shout, your minions can't be reduced below 1 health. Couple of rampages, give buffs to damaged creatures. The slams we just put in. Our money berserkers, got an armor smith, couple of cool taskmasters, some mad bombers, couple of charges, although not entirely convinced by those, so let's put in... Oh, you know what might work well? A couple of bashes. Frothing berserkers. Raging Worgen, couple of Tauren warriors, couple of death spites, Gurubashi berserker, got a siege engine, which is what I'm thinking might mix quite nicely with the bash, and 2 spiteful smiths. Now again, what else could I put into this deck, I wonder? If we search for Enrage... Obviously I don't have a Gromish. Could craft another Warbot, which I'm actually tempted to do, really. Yeah, what the hell.
Battle detected.
Hey, obviously as a Goblins versus Gnomes card, I won't be able to use it in Standard, but I don't think I probably will be doing much Standard, and that's probably something I'll talk about a bit during this video. What else should we put in? Or is there anything else we really want to put in? Bouncing Blade would be nice if I had it. While Pyromancer wouldn't be a bad addition to this deck, I suppose. Just because you want lots of damage triggers. Tempted to take Grim Patron, even though it's not technically Enrage, but I think it's near enough to justify inclusion. And can we cut something to get another one? We'll take out one of the Mad Bombers. There we go, let's try giving that a run. See what happens. Mill Rogue we'll perhaps come back to at a later date, along with Medic Priest. There are another couple of decks that I'm working on. So yeah, let's talk a bit about the upcoming changes, shall we? Some of them you've already seen in games, such as the extra deck slots.
Raaage versus Rexar.
Oh god, the nearest person you could find is 2 ranks below me. This is going to be really bad when I then lose, isn't it? But hey ho. So yes, extra deck slots, that's nice. I did have a few of my old decks that I was keeping in a
Battle detected.
notepad document that I've now been able to recreate in game. I imagine eventually I'll use up all 18 slots and start complaining again that I need more, but for now it's a nice little boost. I'm actually okay with that, to be honest, because what we're going to do is run you in, and then we're still alive, so that wasn't too bad. I don't really want to bomb her at the moment, because there's a good chance it would go badly, so let's just armour up a bit. What was I talking about? I don't think, from what I've read of it so far, I'll be playing that much standard, because I actually enjoy a lot of the Goblins versus Gnomes and Naxxramas cards. Although I imagine it could be quite interesting to have 1 or 2 decks available for standard play, just so that you do see a little bit of a
Battle commencing.
difference in the decks that you're up against, rather than just seeing the same mech mage over and over again. I suppose there will be some variety there that you don't get at the moment, so it's not a terrible idea, but I just don't think it's the most exciting change you could make to the game.
I strike.
There's also the new expansion that's been released. That looks like it'll be quite fun. Oh, those really weren't the 2 I wanted him to hit. Will be interesting to see how many people are still crafting Goblins versus Gnomes. Right, once you can't buy them anymore. That really wasn't what we were after, but never mind. Because obviously it's still going to be quite a lot of dust to try and complete your Goblins versus Gnomes set. I wonder how many people will bother with that if they're just joining the game, or whether they will do what I assume Blizzard hopes and lean more towards playing on standard. It's quite nice that you'll be able to craft the old adventure cards as well. Although again, how many people are going to bother doing that if they can't use them in normal mode? But then again, I suppose that comes down to how many people go each way. Obviously, the fact that they're going to be ranking standard a bit more with... because weren't they saying that if you want to get into the top 100, it only counts your standard ranking, and also for various tournaments they're going to be neither of these are really good here. I suppose we put out the Spiteful Smith just so that we can kill that. Yeah, so for the tournaments they're going to be putting in standard only, and that could get you, I suppose, is professional players the right term? Let's go with it. Professional players going to standard, and maybe the rest of us playing in wild mode. Grim Patron's still not a good play here, because it just dies too easily to either that or that. I think we might have peaked too early here, folks, and we're now not going to have the momentum to finish him off. Really do withdraw your weapon about now. So you can still fairly easily clear my board, but I think at the moment we need to encourage him to do that rather than going face. So like I said, this is going to look quite bad when I lose to a rank 22, but hey ho, it's the first time we've tried this deck. I think it's going to take a while to get used to it and to refine it. Oh. Working out the optimal way to clear my board. That is not helpful. That would have been helpful last turn, but not now.
The beasts obey me.
Well, that's really not what I wanted him to have.
My apologies.
3, 6, 9, 11, 14, 18. Yeah, we're dead. Not a promising start for this deck, is it? Let's try it again. Then if we lose, maybe go back and refine it a bit more.
Raaage versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death.
Okay, let's keep the bash, toss the other two. Whirlwind is a nice trigger for these, and bash is a good bit of early game board clear, I suppose.
It's time for a little blood.
Frothing Berserker could be quite nice against a mage, depending on what gets pinged. not a great deal else we can do there, I suppose. Do I play Frothing Berserker and then Tauren Warrior, or Tauren Warrior first?
May my ancestors
I'd rather if there's another Frostbolt hanging around that hits that rather than that, so let's see what happens. What you got? What you got? What you got? We got a secret. I wonder what secret this is. Okay, Ice Barrier, we can work with that.
the blade be thirsty.
Kinda wish I'd... Yeah, we'll Whirlwind next turn if they're both still alive.
The end is coming!
Okay, now we definitely Whirlwind just to kill that off. Ooh, I should have played the Warbot first. Oh well.
Battle detected.
I strike.
That is a very tempting flame strike target, but it's only got 6 mana, so... Do we have a Blizzard? A Blizzard would kill that, freeze these two, let him ping that off next turn.
What to do? What to do?
Ooh, we have a Fireball. Certainly not ideal, but there are worse things that could have happened. Here, have a Siege
Battle
Engine.
commencing.
Bring it on.
Then we maybe bash and armor up next turn to well, that's both his fireballs out the way, I suppose.
Battle commencing.
Do we believe in Bomber? I don't think we do on this board. Let's wait until he pings my Tauren off and then... Bomber could be quite nice off of that. Well, yes, we kind of assumed.
Speak to me.
Ooh, Acolyte of Pain, hello. O Holy Bomber, hear our prayer. Deliver us from evil. Destroy our enemies. Amen.
Wanna blow something up?
Oh, fuck you, Bomber. Fuck you straight up the...
Battle commencing.
This is why you do not trust in Bomber. Would it have hurt you so much to throw one of them at this guy? Ooh, hello. Get rid of his loot hoarder. Trigger the warbot. There's the flame strike.
We have many secrets.
It's okay, have another Morgan. Tempted to throw out the commanding shout there for a draw, but I'd rather keep it until I need it. Indeed. What you got?
Require my assistance?
Well, cock. We probably just lost there. I've got nothing that answers Antonidas. Shame I didn't keep the executes. But they wouldn't really have fitted with the theme, would they? So. Oh, hello. And yeah, this is where we concede. Okay, let's perhaps review the deck and then give it another shot. So, I think we want rid of Bomber. The question is, what do we replace him with? What do we replace you with? Yeah, Siege Engine's okay, but we've had some trouble getting it going, really. Ooh. What else? What else? What else? Um. Unstable Ghoul could be quite nice for another early game trigger. If you taunt minions +2/+2, we don't really have any taunt. Could throw another weapon in to try and trigger off the Spiteful Smith. Tempted to put the okay, you know what, we're gonna put one slam back in. There's a bit of a trigger, also a bit of board clear, and potentially a bit of draw. Yeah, try this again, because clearly taking out that one card is going to make the world of difference.
Garrosh versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin. Victory or death!
Ooh. So I suppose Koida Amani is probably the best there.
It's time for a little blood.
Hope that we can trigger the Enrage somehow and then use Rampage on it. What secret could that be?
Who you want me kill? It's time for a little blood.
It was a snipe, apparently. Oh well, there are worse things that it could have been used on.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Slam that for draw and then see if he wants to run both into the Berserker.
Who you want me kill?
Death Spike could be quite handy here. If he doesn't feel like trading. Which he doesn't. You and you wouldn't be too bad. Really? I suppose I'm not going to have any secrets, but I could have some scary stealth you want rid of.
To work. Who you want me kill?
I had a better idea than the Death Spite. In fact, I'm tempted to try and combo that with the Spiteful Smith, but let's see what he does first. Okay, well that gets rid of plan A, I suppose. I suppose Spiteful Smith, followed by Death Spite next turn. Ooh, or...
May my ancestors.
So hopefully he either runs the boar in, or he uses some more removal to get rid of it. And then it's a bit safer to play one of our bigger creatures. Well, that's not ideal. But we do have an answer to it. Oh, Hyena, you are not what I wanted to see. I think we have to bash the Hyena. Really don't want to, but I also don't want it getting out of control over there.
I wonder.
I mean, we could whirlwind weapon hit it, but do I really want to take 4 damage? Then again, what's my follow-up if I just bash it?
I wonder. I must choose.
Sod it. Spiteful Smith next turn, try and get maximum value out the second swing of Death's Fate. Fireworks. Okay, so he could kill it. Could I stop him killing it? By not playing it?
Battle detected.
There you go, get a bit of armor. Hopefully give him something not too important to run his web spinners into. And then Spiteful Smith next turn, maybe. Or Siege Engine and Armor Up. Depends what he just got off of his web spinners, doesn't it? Tundra Rhino. Not too threatening in itself, but quite an unpleasant little beastie to have around. Could use the Death Spite to finish it off.
Quickly.
Ooh. Right, now I think we definitely have to kill it off. Really not the plan I had in mind, but I don't want a charging core hound coming at me. Come on, light the bombs. I want more explosions, damn it. Why wouldn't you put that in the middle? Not that it really matters, because I'm almost dead as it is. Does he have 4 damage? Not that it really matters, as I don't have 16 damage. Hunter's Mark. So I'm probably not dead this turn. I am next turn though. Yeah, that's not an answer.
I choose death.
Let's try once more. I'm trying to think if there's any sort of deck that this would actually do well against. Handlock, maybe, if you could
Versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
get a load of weak creatures out while he's still building up his. Oh, hello, Armorsmith. Haven't seen you yet today. We're probably about to see you now, though. Well, that's not good.
Honor, made to fit.
I think I need some more high cost cards in here just to defend against joust decks. Problem is at the moment, oh, that's gonna hurt. That's a angry chicken. Why is that an angry chicken? We don't get the draw off it, but it gets the creature off the board.
One shot, one.
I'm still slightly concerned that we're playing against an angry chicken deck. This is not really something I'm used to.
It's time for a little blood.
I suppose Patron might have made some sense on that board, but especially since apparently he had a multi-shot, but hey ho. Oh, that's not good.
I let the dogs out.
So are you gonna go for killing Migurabashi or taking out the siege engine? Which way are you gonna go? Siege engine, good choice, excellent choice.
Count me
Everyone, get in here!
Freezing trap? Explosive trap?
Everyone, get in here!
Wish I'd used my rampage now, but I thought that might be a freezing trap, so I didn't really want to risk it. Should never risk it for a biscuit. Cobra shot, and then presumably you run him into the full health one.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Job done.
Yes! I was, again, really hoping that was not a freezing trap. Because if it had been, I really would have been in trouble.
To my side. Bring
Or I
it
suppose we ran you in.
on.
Battle detected.
Not much point trying to hit the acidic swampoos, since neither of them would have survived. What's he just drawn? Big taunt? Okay, so it can't be another explosive
Well
trap.
fought. I can see
Whatever it was, apparently it wasn't going to help him. Ooh, and we get a gold heroic strike for the effort. Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. It actually is possible to win a game with this deck. Join me again next time when we'll probably look at one of the other new decks I've put together, or perhaps one of the ones that I've refined now that I've got a few more cards. But for now, ta-ta.